And we fade in here on Magic Man Junior Pro shot. 9th hole, Helena easy.
Good approach.
Nice approach on the green. Here we go. Now the green's going a little to the right and a little back at Magic Man. He aims. He needs this to win the shot. It's on its... Get the f*** out of here!
With CryEngine.
Hello, Internet. Magic Man here again from MMOBomb.com. Your home for all free-to-play news. I'm bringing you another first look. This time it's the free-to-play golf MMO. You heard me right. Golf MMO, Winning Putt, brought to you by Bandai Namco. Now, I gotta say this right off the bat. If you don't like golf, shut it off. There's not enough here besides golf if you're not into golf. Nothing I can do about that. But if you're willing to play a golf game, you enjoy a golf game, then Winning Putt might just be worth checking out. Now, before we get to the menus and some of the other features here, as we spend about 20 minutes, 25 minutes checking out the game, we're going to jump right to the course and take you through the interface, because that's pretty much the most important part of any golf game, is how does it play out on the course. I didn't start with character creation. Really, you don't have a lot of options as far as key choices. You're going to pick either strength or accuracy-based character, and that will adjust your stats accordingly. You will, however, get a great deal of customization. I didn't expect how much customization on what your character looks like in this game. There's sliders galore. For those of you that are wondering about the tech specs, the game runs on a fairly low expectation minimum system requirements. I will tell you, though, and you'll probably notice here and there throughout the first look, particularly during animations after you take the shot, it doesn't play well with recording software. So if you're planning on recording or streaming the game at any point, you may want to do some pretty heavy testing, because it took a number of attempts just to get this type of recording without too much stuttering. And it will take you a little bit getting used to, as you're seeing in these first couple of holes. There is an introduced lag to your shot meter when you have recording software running. So I got to adjust for that in the video. What you're seeing is the standard interface that you're going to play with through pretty much the entire game. It's your typical old-school 3-click shot meter. You click the button to start your power gauge going up. You'll click again when you're at the desired power. The meter will start running back down, and you'll click X as close to the target as possible to get an accurate shot. When you're putting, of course, you only hit that twice. So if you've played Hot Shots Golf, things like that, you're already familiar with that click method. Even if you don't like the new PGA Tour games and their shot stick methods, and you revert back to the older 3-click, it's pretty standard. We'll get into the skill shots that you saw me just use a power shot terribly there in just a few minutes, because that takes a little bit of explaining. For new players, if you are a PGA Tour video game connoisseur, you need to take a step back when you start playing Winning Putt, because your character is nowhere skilled enough to take on some of those trick shots and challenges and things like that. And the game does give you a tutorial for you golf neophytes to buzz through, carry, and run, and how to drop the ball where you want it, let it roll where the desired target is rather than just the strike zone, and take you through all the verbiage, par, birdie, dogleg, all that fun stuff. So if you're a golfing neophyte, don't worry about it. The tutorial will take you through that. You'll also earn platinum during the tutorial, which is the game's cash shop currency. So you're not going to earn much. It's a couple hundred. You can't see it because it's in the lower right-hand corner under the MMOBomb logo on the video. But you have platinum, which is the cash shop currency, and gold, which is the currency that you gain in-game. And we'll take you through the shops as soon as we finish around here. Over on the left, you can see it shows your character, your current score, what shot you're on, and it does give you a ton of stats. The game is huge on stat keeping. Not just your overall longest drive or your overall longest putt, but even records on certain courses, certain holes, and certain modes. So you'll occasionally get a stat on the left that says your fairway driving percentage in friendly mode is 88.6%, and the community average, being the players around you, is 84.5. And so it keeps track of all kinds of stats. Then, of course, you can go into your own character's page and look at some key stats, such as your longest drive and whatnot. Notice that the meter at the bottom of the screen when you're taking your shots does give you the opportunity to overswing, so put a little more oomph on that ball than 100%. However, it changes your downswing, though. Your target becomes smaller, so there's less room for error in your swing. Let's see if we can get this putt. Rolling, and yeah, nice par putt. In the lower right-hand corner, you just saw a little mission progress pop up. I'm currently on a quest to have par or better on Memorial's course, the easy mode, 5 times. I've gotten it 3 out of 5. Hopefully we'll finish that quest here in this mode, or in this run on this course, so that we can get the experience and everything afterwards. That white line is my longest drive on this hole, so I just beat that by a little bit. It's important, though, if you are a golf game connoisseur, as I was starting to say, take what the courses give you at first, because even if you take the power character, which Jason Winter did, and I took the accuracy character at start, it is challenging to make the greens in regulation. So there's quite a bit of leveling up that you've got to do. You can see my experience bar at the bottom. Currently level 10, 82.26% of the way through level 10. Let's use a power shot, see if we can't nuke this and get this up there on our 3rd shot. Actually hit a green in regulation on a par 5 here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Should be set up for at least a nice birdie chance.
That's it.
Let's see what this lie looks like. Alright, so by the dots coming towards me, I know the green is sloped down towards me, and the left to right run shows me which way I should aim. Nice putt. Nice putt. 1 putting, green in regulation, birdie, all kinds of extra gold and extra experience. Now, if you've watched so far, you're probably saying, Magic Man, what is with the stamina meter and the mentality meter at the bottom? That better not be one of those stupid, once you're out of stamina, you can't play unless you pay money. It's not. So basically, when you start off, you'll be playing rounds of 3 holes, 6 holes, things like that. You're not going to be playing a full course. In fact, the first time I played over 6 holes was when I got to level 10 and I had to take my challenge to become a junior pro. That was a 9-hole course. Other than that, you're going to be stuck with 3 and 6-hole challenges for a while.
Fairway.
Which works because you won't have the stamina to take on longer. Notice that during shooting, my stamina and mentality are influenced. So I just lost 2 stamina and 6 mentality. Now I'm in a rough spot. My stamina is below 10%, which means I'm not going to be able to swing any club at 100%. Notice my meter's already chopped off on the right there at 90%. Luckily, I don't need full stamina for this putt. Get in there, get in there! Yeah! After each hole, you will gain stamina and mentality back. So, the way to think about it is kind of nifty, actually. If your golfer starts to get rattled by you hitting water hazards, sand traps, bunkers, playing in the rough, not making nice escape or recovery shots, then your mentality and stamina really start to take a dive and the game becomes even harder for you. It's kind of like a golfer that's on tilt. It's actually a pretty neat mechanic in my book. Your stamina and mentality starting totals will change based on your stats, based on your clubs, based on your caddy. There's a lot of different influencing based on items you may use that will influence that. Get in there. Nice. Chip-in birdie. Not technically chip-in, but on the scorecard it'll be a chip-in since it was from the apron. Now we finish the round, get some experience, some gold, fill up the lucky ball. Once you get that to 100%, you get a random prize that you can pick. And then we're back to what is the game's lobby, which is the country club. Makes sense. And I've run all over this country club. I've run down to the beach on the far other side of it. So feel free to explore. There's not much going on besides the central zone, but it's actually a fairly big area to go ahead and explore if you feel like running around in your golf shirt and jumping. So we finish this, we'll take the mission complete status. We get a new daily mission, 1 putting success in challenge round 3 times. Well, we'll do that in just a minute, but we've got some menus to go through. So first off, like any good MMO, we've just raided. I need to repair. Yes, your clubs do take durability damage as you continue to use them, and they can eventually break on you to the point where you can't use them if you're in the middle of a match. What did we get? Oh, we just got some energy bar. So energy bars, eggs, all these different modifiers, you can use them in your round. You just have to equip them. Notice things like sponsorship contracts. Those are a nice way of doing your consumables. Extra gold for 10% or for 10 hours, stuff like that. We've got GPSs that you can increase the ability to read a green or read a lie. You've got different caddies you can sign contracts with. Different caddies can give you different benefits, different stat increases, but they may not last for long. You may get them for 6 holes or half an hour or whatever. When you're upgrading your clubs, you have the option of buying full sets or individual clubs. Now, this is the gold shop, so this is the currency that you get in-game to purchase these items with. And so I'm going to be closing in here soon on level 12, so I'd be going for the 12 Chrono Club set, which is 114,700 gold, of which I probably have about 10% right now. But you can head over to the Platinum version of the shop and buy the same things. Notice that these are mystery packages, so I have a chance of getting the normal or increased versions of these clubs, kind of like a rare, epic, legendary type system in most other MMOs. Now, I'm going to avoid the whole pay-to-win discussion because there's so many things to buy in here, and I'm very early in the game, but I could definitely see people being a little upset because a lot of clubs and equipment are readily available through buying Platinum. You can also switch out different golf balls and all kinds of gear. Your shirt, your patches that are on your shirt, so you can customize it. Here's some caddies and things that we can get with Platinum. So there's quite a bit of customization, and there's even an enchantment / upgrading system where you can enchant... I know. Where you can enchant golf clubs with various gear to up the stats there. How do you get into a round? Well, there's a couple ways. Most missions will give you a mission option that you can queue up for it right there, or you could just head over and start searching for friendly rounds. Take a search by course. There's plenty of courses right now, and each of those courses have multiple difficulty modes. Very easy, hard, that type of stuff. So there's plenty of courses for you to play. Creating a round is just as easy. Pick a course, assign a difficulty. Now, in this case, I only have very easy unlocked on Helena. How many holes do you want to play? How many players do you want in here? And a couple different match types, some of which I don't have open. Stroke, of course, is just score. And then match play is hole for hole against one player. Swift stroke is a nice little match where you don't have to watch the other player's shots. You watch their tee shot, you take your tee shot, and then you and that other player play the hole independently, and you regroup on the next hole. So Swift stroke's kind of a really nice mode. Challenge mode is what we need for our next quest to get par or better. So we'll pick... Who do we want to challenge here? Now, this costs money, but we can win money back. This is on Memorial Easy. We'll go with Memorial Very Easy. 1,000 gold. And I'm playing against some other players' replay round. So in this case, I'm not playing directly against them. They may not be online right now. I'm playing against a replay of them. Where in the previous menu where you're selecting the matches and everything, you're actually going to play against 1, 2, or 3 other people. Hey, a putter's a club used for putting on the green. How awesome. Now, I don't know if I'm going to beat Caster here, and that's okay. Really, I don't have a quest to beat somebody in the challenge round. I'm going to be more concerned with trying to single putt on the challenge round here. So Caster's going to get to go first. We'll see his drive. Got a little rain, so our carry and our run on our shots is going to be significantly less than if we had some decent weather. My turn. First shot. Hit tab. That's what brings me out here to take a look. Aim my shot with A and D. typical kind of WASD movement in most cases, particularly when you're walking around in the country club. It's exactly WASD movement. Outdrove him, not by much, just a little closer to the hole. So Caster's second shot in the rain. 136 yards, not too shabby. Again, notice that we're both, I'm an accuracy player, so is Caster. You can see that in the upper left under Caster's name. So we've got to play what the course gives us, again, for a little while here while we up our stats, up our gear, and get better from skills and training, which I will show you how you train as soon as we're finished here. Caster got a nice shot there onto the green. That's a gimme. Let's see if we can match that with our third shot. On green success rate from the fairway, 0%. That's because it's showing me that stat for a challenge round, and this is my first challenge round, so makes sense that that stat would be 0. I got just as nice a shot. Really no read here. Oh my god, I didn't no read here, and I totally didn't take into account a wet green. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Alright, we'll take a bogey and move on. For crying out loud. Now, if you ever forget what you're doing, as far as, you know, how long is this course going to be, stuff like that, because you do kind of get into the zone, and the music's very soothing. Over on the right-hand side, you see your mini-map, which shows you the lay of the land, of course, the weather, the par, the yardage to the green, how fast the greens are running. Down the right-hand side of that mini-map, you can see that there are 6 holes lit up. So this is going to be a 6-hole round where we're going to play hole 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So it gives you a nice reminder of where you're at. Am I almost done with this round? The game, I will say, although I don't know about the whole pay-to-win stuff, there's already discussion on the forums because this is available here and this is available here. I'm just not in-depth enough with what's available for cash and what's available for gold and how long it would take to get to make the call for you. You're going to have to make that call, or I'll make it on a free-to-play cast when I get further and further into the game. But there's already that kind of discussion going on about the game.
Fairway.
Third shot coming up. On-green success rate from fairway, 33%. Community at 40.9. I love all the stats, man. They're just everywhere. Everywhere. I love that type of stuff. Yeah, I got a little bit of a slight pull, and it's not too shabby. I'd like to be a little closer for this putt, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We got hole 12, then we're going to have 4 holes after that. Pretty much the back end of the Memorial Very Easy course. Caster with a decent shot, has pretty much the same distance, just in a different direction. Well, no, he's a bit closer than I am. About twice as close. Or half as close. Half as close. Oh, pretty nice lay here. Not really going anywhere. A little downhill and a little to the right where my ball is, so we'll compensate for that, but not much. Don't really have to move this one much. Should be able to sink a nice long putt here. There's a little bit of... Oh, my God. There's a little bit of that chop from the recording software I told you about, right in that shot there. For some reason, it kind of clipped a little bit. Not good. I didn't want to take a bogey there. We're trying to go for putting for par or better. Ah, that's all right. Caster missed too. Sweet. Sweet. So the game plays, as I was saying, the game plays very well, actually. And although it is a golf game, and so that does entail loading screens quite a bit, the game is very quick about getting through those loading screens. I really haven't had too many performance issues besides a couple of crashes with recording software and then some blips in frame rate on usually replays of shots, sometimes during a putt. Using recording software. When I'm outside of recording software, I can fly through quests and fly through matches so quickly. And I will say that so far, the community is very friendly. Very friendly. I've been in a bunch of... You'll have quests that take you into matches against other people, so even if you want to play solo, just know that quests are going to force you into that to teach you all of the menus and present new challenges. You will have to play against other people. The community's always been really friendly so far. I'm sure there's going to be elitist jerks here and there, but... You know, you get into a round and the soothing music and, oh, tough shot, tough break. Oh, yeah, that sucked. I did this. And good shot and thank you. It's just been a pleasant experience. I enjoy golf games, so I always have, from when my dad and I played Hal's Hole-in-One Golf on the Super Nintendo when I rented it from Far More Entertainment. Yeah, there's an East Coast reference for you guys. Far More Frickin' Entertainment. But, so I've always enjoyed golf games, and I kind of dig this one. It's pretty damn addictive, actually, because you're in a constant cycle of leveling with these quests, and the matches are so short. Even the 6-hole match, I mean, you see, in a 25, 30-minute first look, when I'm stopping to tell you about menus and things like that, I'm able to complete 2 or 3 rounds. I mean, it clips along fast, which makes you go, it does that whole, all right, just one more round. I'm like 20% from level, so let me just finish this quest and do one more round. Mentality, and you probably find yourself playing a little longer than you thought you'd play. Caster up on the tee. Got a pretty unique little par 3 here with a lot of sand. Nice shot. Well, he'll be putting for birdie.
Green.
Overdrove it just a touch. Top of the screen, dead center, you can see the wind's going to the left. At 6.26 miles per hour, so we'll aim right a little bit. Up, and we got a pretty nice shot there, right on the center of the ball. It shouldn't be too bad. A little more oomph would have been nice, but that's all right. We were aimed directly at the pin. Flag color on the pin indicates your distance from it as far as red, yellow, blue, giving you an idea visually very quickly of whether you've got to really nuke a shot, put a little more oomph on it. Nice putt, Magic Man. Nice putt. That's a lot of experience points right there, and we're closing in on level 11. It's about 5.5% away from level 11. So there's lots of indicators. Now, you may be looking at this saying, but there's certain reads and hooking and slicing which you can do on purpose. Of course, you can do on accident, too, to kind of play dog legs and things like that. Like this hole here, if you were a harder drive shot than my character is, you may try to play and push it to the left here. Of course, you can do it on accident by totally shanking the shot and missing it right on the target in the middle. But there's things missing, Mike. I can't see this and this and this. Keep in mind that the game does have items like the GPSs, which will give you, when you use them, a ton of extra information on the lie and what kind of shot you can expect from here based on the wind and where it would go and if you slice it and if you hook it. And so there, I kind of was like, oh, I don't like that there's some options missing here. Particularly like giving a low shot on the ball versus topping the ball. And hooking and slicing a little more accurately and things like that. Where you intentionally aim left or right on the ball. You don't try and hit it dead center. And some of those options aren't there, and a lot of them are earned later in the game or are fleshed out using equipment, which I kind of get. I mean, they're trying to monetize a free-to-play golf game, and so there's all kinds of fun little items in the game, and it makes sense to use those items to better your character and the shot that you've got going on. I'm gonna use a pitching wedge. Kind of drop this. I didn't mean to hit it quite that hard. But I got the wind pushing at me a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. Nope. Didn't mean to hit that hard. Alright, see where we can chip from here. Par 4, this is my 4th shot. And, damn it. Alright, so we'll be taking a bogey or worse on this one, and our stamina is quickly falling, but that's alright. We only have 1 hole left after this, and then this challenge round will be over. Now, I have 1-putted 2 out of 3 times. I don't think this particular quest requires that I one putt for par or better. It just requires that I one putt. So let's see. I know I'm putting for bogey, but hopefully this will drop. There it is. And oh, great. So it gave me the quest. I didn't have to get par or better. I just had to single putt. So, not a great round against Caster here. Again, though, I wasn't trying to go against Caster. I just needed to come into challenge mode and single putt at least 3 times, which we did, so great. And then we're going to get experience for the round and everything, and some gold for the round. So there's multiple ways of earning income and earning experience, and I'm doing all of them at the same time, which is great. Now, the one thing you can't do are these skill shots. You won't be able to do them initially. I have a power shot, I have a punch shot, or power shot 1, punch shot 1, and I have one more that I just opened up. I don't recall what it is off the top of my head. But you won't get those initially. So you'll have to play the game a little bit before and do some training to up your stats, because you up your power and you up your accuracy, that's when you're going to get the skills. So your power shot says, okay, your strength, your power has to be at 15 or 20, whatever it is, and you'll unlock power shot on your character. There are actual specific abilities for whichever character you pick too. Everybody will get power shot 1, but if you're a power player, you might also get different skills than an accuracy player gets. So it's kind of like a class specific skill, although they require greater numbers of stats for you to actually unlock. Taking items out of your inventory at the club and adding them to your hotbar puts them in your hotbar for the match. So you see I have eggs at number 1, which give me a little bit of a power boost on a single shot if I want to use that. I would not recommend combining using your power shot with an item initially. Later, when your stats start to level out a little bit, go ahead. But when you start combining things, it really throws off that meter and its rise and fall speed, and it's really tough, but kind of fun. So if you want to mess with it, go ahead, but you're just going to waste a few items. Now, I can't swing at full strength here again. I am at 0 stamina, so that's not going to bode well. I hope I'm not too far away here, closing out this par 5. Okay, good. I'm inside 90%, so at least I can get this pretty close to the pin. Drop that right there. Using your skills also takes stamina and mentality as well. So it's a careful management of playing well, using your abilities and your special shots when it benefits you the most, instead of just going out there and every drive being a power shot. You'll wreck your stamina and mentality very quickly if you pull strategies like that. Wow, there's a green. Uphill. Downhill and to the left. Green's rolling right at the hole. Less than a yard away. So it'll give me a gimme shot here. And we finish up with a double. But that's okay. That's all right. We finished the quest, and that's what we wanted. That's what we needed to do there. That's why we came into this whole round. Now we just got to wait for Caster to finish. Yeah, nice job, Caster. There you go. You beat me this round, Caster. Congratulations. We finished our mission. Got some experience and some gold. Lucky ball up to 78%, so we don't get to draw for a special prize, which could be in-game gold, clubs. I mean, it literally could be anything. Different types of golf balls to use. Could be caddy contracts. I mean, it could be anything. There's all kinds of items in the game. All kinds. Real quick before we call it quits here, let's complete this. That would give us level 11 woot. And now we've unlocked Helena easy mode. That's cool. Got a whole bunch of other quests to do, including some daily missions. That's nice. But I want to show you real quick how you skill up and you unlock your various skill shots. Go to management. These are my skill shots. Right now I've got power shot 1, requires power 9. And my power is 14, my accuracy is 38. So you can see the unlocks on the right. Here's the class-specific skills. They're quite a ways away right now. And how do you up those? You train. You spend some gold, and you go train. Now, this is one of those you can buy platinum to make the timer go faster. I actually like the way this one is implemented, though, because I can send my stuff to go train and then just play a bunch of rounds. I don't feel the to spend platinum to unlock it quickly. Of course, I could pick from multiple caddies. Right now, I'm using the default one. I don't want to use any of the freebie items that I've gotten. But there you go. You also have guilds, betting rounds if you hit level 18. We'll take a look. Here's the betting round person. Again, I can't do that because I'm not level 18, so you can gamble. Guilds. It's actually a golf MMO, and we've seen it before, but it's a rather nice one. Free to play from Bandai Namco. If you want to check it out, come on over to MMOBomb.com, find out all the free to play news, and get yourself on the greens at Winning Putt. Until next time, gang, this is Magic Man saying stay safe, and we'll see you on the green.